Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. A jury trial's guilty verdict leads former law clerk to be remanded. Also tonight, an island-wide power outage is answered with a weather update from the National Weather Service. And KSPN's very own cameraman, who's usually behind the scenes, is featured. In sports, UFC's latest match is a hit from all sides of the octagon. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hafaday and Tito Sinamai, thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. A former law clerk found guilty in a sexual assault case on Friday is now behind bars. The jury verdict came in late afternoon on Friday, September 13th, in the sexual assault case of the Sinamai versus William Abrazinskas. After beginning deliberations on Thursday, the jury found Abrazinskas guilty on all charges late afternoon Friday. Those charges included sexual assault in the first degree, assault and battery, and disturbing the peace. The most serious charge involved the sexual assault of a coworker, and during the trial, the CNMI called Judge Kenneth Govendo to the stand to testify as a witness in the case against his former law clerk. Franny Demapon helped with the prosecution.
The jury deliberated for close to 8 hours, right? They started deliberations Thursday afternoon after lunch. And we're so appreciative of the time and effort and diligence they took to really go through the evidence and consider all of the testimony they heard. But it was a difficult case, and we acknowledge that. And we pressed forward because we believe that the truth needed to be heard.
Abrazinskas has been out on bail, but after the verdict was read, the CNMI asked that he be remanded into custody pending sentencing. The former law clerk's attorneys asked that he be allowed to continue with the current bail conditions, arguing that he does not have a passport and is not a flight risk. But Judge Pro Tem Elise Iriarte denied the request for him to remain out on bond. She ordered him to surrender on Saturday.
The defendant is not a permanent resident here. He came here on a 1-year contract with the judiciary, but he's no longer employed. So he's unemployed. He doesn't have a permanent residence. He has no family members or other close ties to the community. And he turned over an expired passport to us. And because he's been convicted of a serious violent offense, he should be remanded immediately until sentencing.
Abrazinskas was ordered to self-surrender by 9 a.m. on Saturday, September 14th. Saturday morning, Abrazinskas appeared alone, walking to the Department of Corrections office with a plastic bag in hand. His sentencing is set for January 2025. A tropical cyclone formation alert has been issued for the CNMI by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center.
The storm alert continues here on Saipan. After last night's power outage and continued rainfall, there is concern that the storm may turn into something more perilous. However, Marcus Landon Adlet, meteorologist at the National Weather Service on Guam, assures us that a potential typhoon is headed away from the CNMI, but high winds up to 50 miles per hour could be arriving sometime during the night.
This is Landon Idlet with the National Weather Service here on Guam, watching the rainy, windy weather that's been persisting across the morning across the region. That is all a part of this ongoing tropical disturbance and the monsoon surge that's been persisting through the weekend. This is coming to an end over the next 24 hours, but before that comes to an end, we are going to be dealing with a lot of showers and gusty winds, all because of this Invest area 97W tropical disturbance that has been spinning just west of the Mariana Islands. That is upgraded to a tropical cyclone formation alert by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. That is not a threat to us and the region, as it's going to be pulling slowly away to the northwest. But we have all this monsoon surge that's coming up over Guam and the CNMI today and tonight. Peak conditions are expected through this afternoon and then gradually subsiding Monday night into Tuesday morning. So until then, we're going to have wet, windy weather. We've seen observations of sustained winds of 25 to 30 miles per hour at the Saipan International Airport, with some of those gusts reaching up to nearly 50 miles per hour this morning at the Saipan Airport. That's going to continue through the afternoon, but then gradually start easing up late this evening, overnight tonight, and then conditions gradually improving throughout the day on Tuesday as 97W pulls away, as well as all of this monsoon coming from Palau across Yap State and up into the Mariana Islands. That's going to be shifting to our northwest with better weather for the remainder of the week.
The storm surge should end by tomorrow morning, giving us some relief, but please be vigilant, Saipan. High winds and flood surge warnings are still in effect for the nighttime hours.
CNMI Governor Arnold Palacios, while on the island of Oahu, Hawaii, held discussions with the commander of the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command.
Admiral Samuel Paparo, commander of the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, assumed his position after Senate confirmation in May of 2024. There are over 38,000 soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, Coast Guard, and Department of Defense operatives under his command, sharing defense of 36 nations and one-half of the entire Earth's surface. Discussions took place at Camp H.M. Smith on Oahu and centered on U.S. Department of Defense activities that may benefit the CNMI, including infrastructure and potential health care projects. The governor hopes that the talks will help expand economic partnerships with regional U.S. allies.
A report on who enters the island of Saipan, Tinian, and Rota. August arrival numbers are in from the Marianas Visitors Authority. Numbers from Korea, which comprise 75% of total arrivals, were down 21% from August of 2023. Just about 16,000 Koreans came to the NMI in August. Last year, August, an influx of visitors from Korea were seen when flights from Guam were transferred to Saipan following a major typhoon. Arrivals from Japan dropped 17% from a year ago. Just 800 Japanese came to Saipan in August compared to 960 from a year ago. Chinese arrivals jumped. Over 2,300 Chinese came to the NMI in August compared to just over 1,000 last year. A little over 2,400 people arrived from Guam, the U.S., and all others. Overall, fiscal year-to-date arrivals are 27% higher compared to last year, showing continued gradual recovery. On Channel 2, we feature the Humanities Half Hour. Next is a feature on it. Thursday night on your Humanities Half Hour, host Catherine Perry welcomes Humanity Council Program Manager Naomi Tadela de Zama and Program Coordinator Liani Saralu.
We, as Pacific Islanders, We are natural storytellers, dancers, songwriters, singers, cultivators of the land, protectors of the land, and navigators. We navigate the sea and we navigate all the influences that come into our island as visitors and as they leave.
I think it is important to continue to recognize those who are in our community that take the time. Most of the time, they're not even, this is out of their personal time, you know. And so to recognize them is important, and especially give them a whole event, I think is very important.
As October's Humanities Month, they speak about what the Humanities Council does and their upcoming events. You can look forward to an in-depth interview on your Humanities Half Hour right here on Channel 2. Catch the premiere Thursday night here at 7 p.m. Coming up, Police Commissioner on a mission in Tonga. And our new behind-the-scenes news contributor is unmasked. This and more coming right up.
Half a day, Sinamai. Did you know that car crashes are the leading cause of death for children ages 1 to 13? In order to keep your children safe during a car crash, make sure you select the right type of car seat for their age and size. A rear-facing car seat should be used from birth to 12 months or up to 3 years old. Forward-facing car seats are for children from 1 to 3 or up to 7 years old. Booster seats are for children from 4 to 7 or up to 12 years old. Seat belts are for children 8 to 12 years old or older. For a seat belt to fit properly, the lap belt must lie snugly across the upper thighs, not the stomach. The shoulder belt should lie snugly across the shoulder and chest and not across the neck or face. Do not move your child to the next car seat level until he or she reaches the top height and weight limit allowed by your car seat's manufacturer. Remember, your children are the most precious cargo when driving. Keep us safe and buckle us in. We depend on you. Thank you.
Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
The opportunity to travel always expands our view of the world and lends us the chance to meet our neighbors and to explore solutions to similar problems.
Earlier this month, we ran into Police Commissioner Anthony Macaranas as he was departing for a conference of Pacific Island police chiefs on the island of Tonga. Well, the Commissioner of the Department of Public Safety safely returned home and had this to report.
The trip to Tonga was so interesting. I get to meet with the other 20 chief of police of the Pacific Our collaborative meeting is to discuss and bring some solution to our existing crimes, especially drugs, climate changes. Those are the issues that we just discuss about.
Did you find these islands to have a lot in common? I mean, do they have a lot of the same crimes, the same problems?
They do. All of the islands have the same crime, the same experiences that they're going through.
Is there meth on Tonga?
There is meth in Tonga. It's everywhere. Each chief that would briefly talk about the history of their crime on their island. They do talk about the meth problem. So we do have a meth problem, and it's occurring all over the world.
Are they securing their airports the way you are?
They are securing the airports, but again, they're finding ways how to be more effectively in securing the borders, because they do come, all of these Pacific Island foreign vessels, foreign aircrafts coming into the country. So that kind of be one of the challenges. The trip is fun. It's an experiencing to come to a island where it's far away, but it's still within the Pacific. But the most experience that I have is that the weather was cold. It's cold, and again, that's a surprise to me, because knowing the island, it's, when you live in that, it's hot, humid. But when I came there, it was cold. I didn't even sweat down there.
Tonight, we take a look at some recent newsmakers who say they are making efforts to help the youth, setting them up for success. As public school starts, one common denominator in recent news stories centers around the youth. Rebecca Wiggins from the Attorney General's office works on systems to help child support.
This is a nice way to keep track of your payments. Say you are a non-custodial parent, you're paying your child support every month. You can keep a ledger, or you can let us keep a ledger, right? The funds automatically come out of your wages, you don't have to write that check. So this is a program that's put in place to help make child support easy for families, so children can get the support.
PSS Athletic Program Director Nick Gross combines efforts with National Federation partners to advance mutual goals, offering athletic opportunities.
This is a memorandum of agreement between the Northern Mariana Athletics and the CNMI Public School System for school year 24-25. The purpose of this memorandum of agreement is to advance mutual goals regarding athletics, which includes cross-country and track and field opportunities for the students of the CNMI.
And Cagman High School principal Benjamin Jones Jr. and his administrators take a personal approach when spending time with students.
It's come a long way, and now that a lot of us have invested in student relationships, making sure that we're there to hear them out, it's really helped a lot of our kids know that we are here for them. Like, they can tell, like, we're not here for anything else. My staff, they've come to realize that when they take the time to know the kids, it really helps everything else flow more efficiently and more effectively in our campus. So I'm really blessed to have a team like I have right now.
With financial support, sports, and education, the future of the youth in the Marianas is bright. Sakurako Halstead for the Channel 2 News. Ever since, we have introduced to you our audience, the new co-anchors of the KSPN2 News, Dan Shore and myself, Sakurako Halstead. But now, we would like you to meet our new man behind the scenes, Jason Sanchez.
Jason Sanchez has been with us for less than 4 months, but he's already busy editing stories and operating camera for the evening news. What brought you to journalism, and how do you feel about it?
If I'm being completely honest, I never really expected to get into this line of work. I was just, looking for a job. The only experience I guess I had that does relate to journalism is I did some few video editing before, but that video editing is not, I guess compared to this, it's very light. I think with journalism, it really, or just the news field in general, it really helped enhance my skills at video editing because, we're using a new software. I've been taught different techniques on how to edit videos, and even with the camera, I've been taught how to use a camera for the first time. Because prior to that, I was never a cameraman. I've only, used my phone and stuff to shoot. So, I think the main takeaway from this new job field is that it really enhanced my my technological capabilities, I guess.
Believe it or not, he used to be considered to be an introvert.
I think it also really helped me get out of my, or kind of helped me get out of my comfort zone, because prior to this, I wasn't like an introvert person, but I wasn't the kind of person to like randomly like, oh hey, what's up, like that. With this job, it requires me to be more open and direct. So
where did you go to high school?
Saipan Southern High School, the best high school in the Marianas.
You all may be wondering why you keep seeing Jason at the mayor's office.
Well, on September 18, 2000, a clone was made of me, courtesy of my parents, Ricky and Velma Sanchez. They call him Jaden, so I use him. No, it's my twin brother. He works for the mayor's office, so, and he's also a public information officer, so he does communicate a lot with the media and things like that. So it's inevitable that I'll run into him and things like that.
Oh, and Jason is the man behind the camera asking you questions at the airport during our Welcome to Saipan segment when you really just want to go home.
What do you like about Saipan? You keep every week you're asking people, what do you love about Saipan? What do you love about Saipan, Jason Sanchez?
I think it's just, the way things are here, it's not, I guess it's not all glitz and glam of like a tropical island life that people want to make it out to be. We have our own issues, but, it's just, I guess it's just the community-wise or here, it's like, we're a small island, yes, but at the same time, like it still feels like a really big community here. So, you can meet new people and things like that. And it's easy to meet up with them again because you're on a small island that's only like 14 miles long. So. Right.
Jason had to leave this interview to finish editing tonight's show, but he did want to add this.
Oh, and I guess if I wanted to, give a message to the people, the CNMI, watch KSPN2 News, it's cable news. We have some pretty good stories and stuff like that, interesting details. Also like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and, have a great day.
Coming up, KSPN2 Sports Report, hit him with the 1-2 in a mixed martial arts extravaganza.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Dreams just like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights, I'ma need the off-whites. Play with the fire, you get burned. All of my struggles became lessons well learned. I got desires that keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth, where's your worth?
The king is back like prodigal. I've been gone, I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm the headline, the deadline. Big time. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. Big time. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind. I'm big time.
Buenas sports fans.
sports fans! On Saturday night in Las Vegas, Nevada, Sunday afternoon in the CNMI, the Ultimate Fighting Championship presented a one-of-a-kind mixed martial arts event.
In honor of Mexican Independence Day, UFC Noche was unveiled at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Touted as the greatest sports and entertainment event of all time by promoter Dana White, the event was completely sold out. A record $20 million was spent on production, but a record $22 million in gate receipts were counted. Pay-per-view not included. Ticket prices went for an average of over $1,500. Oh, and the fights. In the main event, Merab was crowned bantamweight champion of the world as he outgrappled Sean O'Malley for 5 rounds. In a women's flyweight championship bout, Valentina Shevchenko outgrappled Alexa Grasso in a title rematch. And also, in a slugfest, featherweight Diego Lopez outpointed Brian Ortega.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Please be advised that due to wet weather, the National Weather Service has given a hazardous conditions warning due to possible area flooding from 6 p.m. tonight until 6 p.m. on Thursday, September the 12th. Tonight, there will be an 80% chance of heavy showers with lows around 77, winds from 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tuesday will also have an 80% chance of heavy showers with highs of 84 and lows of 77. The sun will set tonight at 6:23 p.m. and will rise tomorrow at 6:05 a.m. It will most likely be very wet as the sun attempts to crest the horizon, inviting all to stay in bed and celebrate deep, deep slumber. But no! We must face the day, even if it means getting our zoris wet. So, I will see you in the water, but only in the water that is puddled on the land.
That's news, sports, and weather. Thanks for tuning in, CNMI. Have a good evening.